Hola mi amigos, today we're back at it again with another video, and today I'm going to talk about how you play as an anger, and we're going to do that on A and maybe get some few features on B. But normally you have an A anger or an A side player, and it's mainly not the guys with the most impact on the team. Okay, so if you just start with A. Generally, as an A anchor, you want to do two things. Two different kind of things. And it depends on the round. The first thing is, you want to fight for it or you want to retake it. That's basically the two things. So, if you want to fight for it, you have to get at least 2 kills, 1 kill, at least 1 kill. Make it so your team can assist you if you fight for it, or make it so your team can retake it if you don't, if you can't kill them all. If you decide to retake it, however, you have to stall them with your nades. Maybe don't even use your nades at the start of the round if you want to retake it. Only if you want to fight for it. So, normally as an A anchor on Mirage, you come up, you might throw the smoke, or you want to throw this Molotov, so it goes deep. That was bad smoke, but you get the idea. And then you need to decide whether you want to fight for it. That means play your side. Or up here. Or down here. Or down here. Or something like that. If you want to retake it, you can play near Ticket and just jump, so you can see if they come out on ramp or in palace. Or you can jiggle from triple. Or you can play with your friends in connector. And then you just retake A side. Especially if you don't if your guys on mid, they're playing for mid. For example, if your short guy is out mid and your connector guy is out mid and your window guy is out window or out mid or out short, you want to primarily play retake because you're not getting any assist. Though if they're gonna play defensive, you have to play a bit aggressive on your side. That's basically the idea on every single side. If you want to be a passive one place, you need to be aggressive another place. On Mirage, it's more like if you want to play passive mid, you have to play aggressive on the outer areas. That means palace / ramp and apps or apartment. So, and that you need to decide on the start of the round. So if you play passive, you can take ramp control. Most guys do it with a Molotov like that, maybe a flash in, and then peek behind the Molotov. What the other guys are gonna see. Oop. What you're gonna see is this. What the other guys are gonna see is this. So, a lot favorable for your position. They can't see you. If you want to take palace control, you can again take a guy with you, or you can get your Orber to take a peek palace. Like this. And then take the control. Again, that's if you're playing passive mid. And basically, you want to tell your connector player if you want to fight for the side. If you want to fight for the side, you can easily throw a smoke here, or throw a smoke here. A Molotov over here or something like that. Basically stall the T's so your rotation players, your window and connector and short players can come over. Maybe throw this smoke and a flash in here. Then your connector player can come down, sandwich and assist you like this. And your orb / window player can come out here and assist you like this. And then you fight for the side like that. If you want to retake it, obviously retake it. Then you have to delay your smokes. Screw it if they come in on site. That's basically the point of playing retake. they need to come in on the side, and that's okay. You can maybe throw a nade if you want, maybe even a flash. But your smoke and your molotov, you can easily just hide them. And then if you want to play a retake, you can. Now you have a smoke and a molotov. You can smoke this, and you can molotov this. If they need to get it one way, they need to stand up here. And if they do that, you can easily see them. You can easily just get your orb, for example, to hold this, and then then the other guys can go on that side. But basically, you have to either fight for the side or you have to play a passive role. If you can't take, if normally on Mirage, there's a different kind of rules on every map, but normally on Mirage, if they are 3 guys out mid, that means they're gonna play a default. That means they're gonna play 3 mid, 1 near A and 1 near B. And what you do is you take your connector guy over at ramp/palace, and then you take the outer position 2v1. Because if you die, then your connector guy can trade you, and then you have the whole of ramp. And then you just leave mid, because they can't plant the bomb out here. They have to go in on the side. And if you have deep apps control, deep ramp control, or if the B player is going to take his short player with him on apps, and you have deep apps control, and you have your rotation player out here who is going to help from CT or market, then they're basically a bit fucked. But if you don't see anyone mid, then you have to play on side / play back. Now you don't have to take the control because you have the control mid. You don't have the control sides, outer areas. So now because you have the control mid, you might play 1 or 2 mid, depends on the situation. You can easily have an AWPer here and then a rifler down here. And then you play maybe retake A or retake B or something like that. And then you see what's going on. So basically, a good rule to follow is that if they like to play mid, you're gonna take the outer areas. If they like to play the outer areas or give you mid, you play retake. So fight for it if they play for mid, and retake if they don't. That's basically how I would say you would play for Mirage. And then obviously you have to get acquainted with the different kind of angles and how they're going to peek you. On A. On B, it's a bit more difficult because here, if you want to play retake, you can't. You actually have to kind of fight for it every single time. First of all, because B side is very hard to retake, not only on Mirage but on every single map nearly. Overpass is hard. Dust 2 is the hardest map to retake on, so you basically have to fight for it every time. But if you want to play retake, you're gonna play backside, or you're gonna play with an AWP here, or you're gonna play 2 out short. Something like that. You can play 2 out short and then just fight from mid and 4 guys, and then fuck B side. Then just let them have it. You could do that, and then you could throw like some of these smokes. This one for starters, and this one. This one does so your guys out here can come forward, and if they want to peek here, okay, it needs to go a little bit deeper, but if they want to peek here, that's basically a smoke, so they need to go a little bit out. That smoke failed a bit, it needs to go a bit longer. And that smoke does also so that they can go out short. And market for their sake. So, you can use those 2 smokes, and then you can use those flashes up here. Something like that. Which blinds, I think it blinds this one. Okay, it doesn't. Maybe find a pregged flash. Maybe like that. Throw a pregged flash. So yeah, that's fine. And then you can go out here. And then peek here. So, as an anchor player, your job is to stay for retakes or fight for it. If you fight for it, you have to stall them and you have to at least get one kill. That's your job. If you don't get the kill, you haven't done your job. And that's the same on Inferno. On Inferno, if you play Pit, you're an anchor player, and you have to stall them. You have to stay in Pit. I have made a video on how to play Pit/apps, and you can go check it out. But it's basically I'm talking about the anchor role as you need to stay alive basically, and that's the basics of every single map. You either have to fight for it, and then you have to get at least 1 or 2 kills so your team can retake it, or you have to stay in retake, and then you have to stall the others so your guys can rotate faster and get onto the side with you. And that's basically how you play an anchor role. There's a lot more to it, but if you try to use that rule I've mentioned, if they play for mid, you take the outer positions. If they play for the outer positions, you take mid. Then it's gonna be good. Then you just have to make some adjustments and how do we take the outer positions with your connector play and stuff like that. You have to make deals, but that's basically how you play an anchor role. It's hard, and it's not the guys who gets the most amount of kills, but it's one of the most important roles on the map. It's the anchor players. They do so you can retake the sides, they do so you can fight for the sides, and they basically do so you can win the round. And sets up the connectors and rotation players. So yeah, that's how I play an anchor. Thank you for watching, and see you later.